Welcome one, welcome all to season 23 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series as we are set for the Great American Race. With all the qualifying, the 125 qualifying races, and everything out of the way, it's time for the main event, the Daytona 500, as we're set for 30 laps of action on its 2.5 mile high bank trioval. And let's get to the starting line for today's running event. Here on the pole for this event, it is at 193 miles an hour. The XI Riders SKF Ford. It's Joshua Osborne, the three-time series champion, on the pole for this event. He'll be alongside a rookie in this series, Brandon Parker, number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. He'll be alongside. Row 2 is the Gatorade Dual winners. Race number 1 winner, Jay Jefferson, starts inside of row number 2, and beside him will be the winner of race number 2, Phil Parker, in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Third row, making his return to the series in the M&M's Pontiac car 36, it's Kev Shearer. He'll be alongside car number 30, Shane Lake, also making his return to the series in the Jimmy Dean Pontiac. Fourth row has former 500 champion Emmanuel Hartnett in the Paychex Ford. His car number is 11, alongside Alex Miller in car 71, the Team Realtree Chevrolet. Fifth row will have Dylan Poteet, the two-time 500 champion in seasons 5 and 9, the Caterpillar Pontiac car 22, and Jordan Lopez in the Valvoline Ford car number 6. Next row down has Jesse Turner in car 75, the Remington Arms Ford, and the Kodak Film Chevrolet number 4 of William Brock. Next row down has Zach Winkle in car 97, the John Deere Ford, and the two-time and defending series champion and defending Daytona 500 champion as well, Kyle Matthews, the DuPont Chevrolet, car number 24. Next row down has Henry Sanford in 55, the Square D Chevrolet, and Johnny Gardner in the Budweiser Chevrolet, car number 25. Johnny, the first ever Daytona 500 champion in this series. Next row down has Casey Nanico in number 7, one of the rookies in the field, in the Phillips Chevrolet, car number 7. And Paul Minnick in the Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford, car number 77. Next row down has Nathan Orman making his return to the series in number 40, the Coors Light Chevrolet, and Rob Evans in the Bubble One Ford, car number 12. Next row down has Sky Commons in car number 9, the Cartoon Network Ford, and number 45, the 10-10-345 Lucky Dog Pontiac. Get your sponsor wherever you can, I suppose. Seth Cole in number 45. Next row down has 4-time series champion, the McDonald's Ford, car number 94, Jessica Shelton, and she'll be alongside car number 26, Ryan Brommer in the Cheerios Ford, in all Ford row. Next row down has Zachary Fitzwater in 66, the big Kmart Ford, car 66. And beside him will be the Bell Ability Chevrolet, car number 42, of season 15 champion and season 19 Daytona 500 winner, Charles Sanford. Next row down has car number 33, James Henry in the Skull Chevrolet, car 33. And Matt Haas making his return to the series in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac, car number 18. Next row down has Marcus Sachi in number 21, the Citgo Ford, and Chris Dollerton in the Power Team Chevrolet, car number 60. Chris in his final season in the series, as he announced in the sign-ups. Next row down has car number 3, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, a season 21 series champion, Cole Deaver, and he'll be alongside car number 10, Mitchell Collins in the Tide Ford, car number 10. Watch for Mitchell coming through the field. He's usually a pretty good plate racer. Next row down is Kat Batson in 28, Texaco Haviland Ford, and beside her will be Adam Flickinger in 23, the Winston No Bull Ford. Next row down, Joshua Card in 43, the STP Pontiac, and beside him will be the TB Kai Prime Star Ford, car number 16 of Julius Anderson. Next row down is Mike Becker in the Hot Wheels Pontiac, car number 44, and Nathan Hudson in 31, the Lowe Chevrolet. And starting shotgun field, 2 of the best in this series, Keith Batson, the Quality Care Services Ford, car number 88, and Dylan Young in number 2, the Miller Lite Ford. Both those two finished dead last in the Gatorade Dual races, and thus they have the last row in this field, unfortunately for them. So watch those two come up through the field in a hurry. So 40 cars all in the quest for one thing, the Daytona 500 title. Some drivers have won this race in this field, and some of the veterans in the series have not. Here comes the command to start the engines.
Gentlemen, start your
So a Ford and a Pontiac has the front row for today's event here at Daytona. This package here, as we saw in the preliminary practice sessions here, this being Cup physics here, you won't see much passing with Cup physics, it seems like, as opposed to CTS physics, as we'll use next season for the Aero 88 mod. But it seems like competition is still all the more fierce, it seems like. You'll have a driver leading the field for several laps and what have you, but still. Drivers who have won the 500 in the series that's in the field here: Dylan Poteet, Johnny Gardner, Emmanuel Hartnett has won his 500 is in the field here and has won his 500 before. So has Charles Sanford, so has Kyle Matthews. Along with a couple here, among some of the names. Some of the veterans who have been in the series for a while have not won his 500, including guys like the Polster Joshua Osborne, Kev Shearer. Here, believe it or not, Jessica Shelton's never won the 500. Believe it or not, as many times she's won in this series, along with guys like Dylan Youngs, Keith Batson, and several others. So, can one of those drivers pull it off today in the 500? Well, we'll find out in the 30 laps that will ensue in this event. So here comes the field. Come off turn number 4 here. The field being led in the hands of Joshua Osborne on the pole at 193 miles an hour, driving the Jeff Burton colors. His favorite driver at that time, I should say. These are 1999 model cars here as they'll come to the start-finish line. And let season 23 commence. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. In-car cameras today will be carried by Kyle Matthews, Charles Sanford, and Jessica Shelton. Those three will be carrying our in-car cameras in today's event. Joshua Osborne pulls up to the lead here with on the inside. Here comes the man who won the first dual race in the Gatorade Duels, Jay Jefferson, staying with the Chevrolet in this season as he boasted last season. As Osborne comes down, he'll lead the first lap of this event here. Jefferson second, Kev Shearer third. As they come to the start-finish line, first lap at 174.287 miles per hour. But don't get used to this pace because they'll be a lot faster as this race goes on. Emmanuel Hartnett to the inside looking for 4th position. Poteet also on the inside lane, as is Jay Jefferson and Zach Winkle. As they come down the backstretch here. Some of the cars already pushing over 200 miles per hour, and here comes Jefferson to the inside for the lead as he moves inside of Osborne for the number 1 spot. Side by side for the lead. Who leads this lap? I think it's going to be Jefferson. Yes, it is. And number 1 as he led the second lap. Second lap at 198.068 miles per hour. In fact, a lot of cars hit 198 and 198, 197 in the last lap. Emmanuel Hartnett, we mentioned Kev Shearer, one of the returning drivers in this field. Emmanuel Hartnett's another returning driver in this field. He won the Daytona 500 as well in this series. He's one of the guys who's won the 500 before, and there's another former 500 winner behind him, Dylan Poteet. Poteet, the first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series champion from Season 1 back in 2011. Looking pretty stout in this event so far here. And Poteet, of course, has high hopes for trying to pull off his third 500 victory. But he's in the middle right now as Jesse Turner and Jay Jefferson are now on both sides of him as they come off turn number 2. And Hartnett goes to the lead now. Here comes Turner to the low side of the track. He'll move inside 3 wide. And they got Poteet in the sucker hole in the middle. But now Osborne's going to be the one on the high side, and he'll be going backwards now in that pink and black 99. And there comes car number 7 to the low side. That's one of the rookies, Casey Nanico, in the Phillips Chevrolet. car number 7, and he's moving his way through the field now. This is his first 500 start, along with Adam Flickinger and Alex Miller, and along also with Brandon Parker in the 20 car, who's also who's still up there. Here comes Winkle to the inside. He'll take the low side, take the lead through turns 3 and 4. Henry Samper right behind him. Nanico is in there. Johnny Gardner, Sky Commons, and Phil Parker also there in that 5 car. Parker making his return to the series in the number 5 machine, and right behind him, Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford. On board Jessica Shelton's car. Jess started back in 23rd position, and she is trying to make her way make some headway to the low side of the track. And she'll stay behind Phil Parker as they go through turns 3 and 4 now. And right behind her, another in-car camera, Kyle Matthews, and he's one of the cars that's lapped over 200 miles per hour here at Daytona. He and Marcus Sachi are the only two that's hit 200 on their mile-an-hour laps around this track. And there's a look from Charles Sanford's view. The roof came on his Bell's Mobility Chevrolet, and he is back in 40th position, dead last so far. But still early on in this 500 though, as though we could be completing 7 laps this time by. But he's right there behind Ryan Brommer and Mike Becker. But you know how plate racing works, though. Here, one driver can lead one lap, can be back to 10th place the next. Meantime, Zach Winkle led the last time by, but now Phil Parker looks inside. He'll take the lead away. And meantime, Jesse Turner, Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews, and Matt Haas all to the low side of the track as they come down the back stretch into the roof cam on the machine there, 3 wide as Matthews looks low and Shelton gets past her and the 97 of Zach Winkle. And meantime, Haas and Shelton almost touched off turn number 4, and that's allowed the threesome of Parker, Turner, and Matthews to all pull ahead, take first, second, and third. Matt Haas, takes 4th now in the Bobby Labonte special. And now Shelton, the one going backwards in the middle, now as they come off turn number 2. Seth Cole back there in the 45 car, and here comes Matthews to the low side, looking for his second straight Daytona 500 title. He won it last season in the Pepsi Chevrolet, now looking to pull it off again. And since this is the 1999 cars, trying to do the same thing Jeff Gordon did with this car in 1999, and that was win the 500 with it. Nine laps in the books, just an explosive start to the season 23 Daytona 500. And you got Hendrick Motorsports first and second, Phil Parker and Kyle Matthews first and second at the moment. The third Hendrick car driven by Johnny Gardner. He's up on the high side losing spots, and here comes Matthews to the low side looking for the lead in turn 3. Dips low, and he's got the lead. Kyle Matthews to the number 1 spot in the 24 car. Seth Cole at the 3rd position, and where did Joshua Collard come from in that 43 car? He's up to 4th now, and another car is making its way up to the field who started this race 39th. That's Keith Batson. Usually you would see Keith in the Texaco Havoline 28 colors in this series, but he decided to switch to the Dale Jarrett colors this season, and he is that car working well for the moment, though. You remember he finished last in the first 125 qualifier, but Keith, whatever adjustments they made to Keith's car, though, worked to perfection, and now Phil Parker goes to the number 1 spot now in the 25 car, or in the 5 car, excuse me. as he gets by Matthews, and now Collard looks slow on the track and tries to get past Matthews, but nothing doing. So you got two Chevys first and second. You got Pontiac 3 and 4, and you got Ford in fifth with Keith Batson. But now he gets by Seth Cole, and now tries to get the sniff of the draft off Kyle Matthews' car. Another guy who started this race up in 34th position, that is the 23 car of Adam Flickinger, another rookie. And that car tested very, very well in the draft, and that car's proven its worth today. Rob Evans right behind him in the 12 car, one car, Jay Jefferson right behind him, and the pole sitter, Joshua Osborne in number 99. Also up there as well. Evans, meantime, moves Flickinger up the track and tries to get past him, and now here they come. Fanning out for the lead again. Batson had thoughts of going 3 wide, but decides to push Matthews to the number 1 spot now. And Keith Batson goes to second place now in number 88, the Texaco in the Quality Care Service car. So from 39th to 2nd goes Keith Batson, and he also has one of the fastest lap of the race at 201 miles an hour. Rob Evans has the fastest lap of the race so far, 201.347. And now 26 cars have lapped this track at over 200 miles per hour around Daytona during this 500. And Matthews being one of them. Phil Parker to the low side now, looking for second place now. Flickinger up to 4th position. Rob Evans now tries to close up, and he's got the help from Joshua Osborne in number 99. Meantime, to the inside, Shane Lake and Nathan Hudson to the low side. That 31 car, I think we mentioned a story before in the Gatorade Duels, but Nathan Hudson took the ride this season. Now, the guy who originally signed up for this ride was a guy by the name of Ferdinand Otts, whatever his name is. I basically have to admit, though, I actually put him down for that ride, so that way he can get off my skin for trying to bug me for that ride. But so I basically put him down, and when Nathan Hudson messaged me on Facebook and actually said he wanted a ride for the series, I put him in a 31 car. I said perfect. Take Furtamar's name out of this whole thing, and I really hated to do that to Furtamar, but since I admittedly didn't know the guy, I thought to myself that if you don't know the guy, then it's basically better not have him in the series, because you don't know if he's a troll or if he's one of the good guys. So here you go. So that's why Hudson's in the 31 ride this season. Batson took the lead right now, number 88, as we're halfway home. 15 down, 15 to go in this 500. Rob Evans to the low side now in the 12 car, looking for the lead. Collard's up there. Shane Lake in the 30 car, also on the inside. Osborne in the 99 and the 71 of Alex Miller. And now you got Ford's first and second for the moment. We got Chevrolet in third, Ford in fourth, and a Pontiac in fifth with Joshua Collard. If Collard can hook up with Rob Evans, they can try to push him on by, but the draft of Batson and Parker was more tighter, and that's gonna work to their advantage. Riding with Kyle Matthews in the roof cam on the DuPont Chevrolet. Trying to close up on the 23 car of Adam Flickinger, but nothing doing for the moment. There comes Collard going by in 43. And Matthews going backwards now in that 24 car, and so is Flickinger. So Batson keeps the lead now with Flickinger now trying for third position as he tries to hook on the back of Phil Parker's car in number 5. And here comes number 12, Rob Evans for third spot, and he's going to take it through the third and fourth turns now. Collard to the low side here. Also Shane Lake in number 30. Zach Winkle in 97, he's up there. Marcus Sachi in the 21 car, he's another rookie in this field. Dylan Poteet's up there in number 22, trying to get past Joshua Osborne in 99. $18 laps in the books, 12 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Looking middle of the pack right there, there's Mike Becker, 44, 16 car, Julius Anderson, Nathan Hudson. And two of the guys who started up there, Jesse Turner and Jay Jefferson, they both dropped to the middle of the pack, as is Brandon Parker, the 20. And right behind him, one of the toughest of the tough there, Chris Dollerton at number 60. Dollerton would love to get a Daytona 500 win up in his mantle, but he needs to keep that inside line if he wants to make it work. And some of the big names back there, Kev Shearer, Dylan Young is back there. Kat Batson's back there. Jessica Shelton, Cole Deaver back there. Johnny Gardner's back there. Charles Sanford. Several names back there. And also Emmanuel Hardin, who we saw lead some of this race here. And now we're down to 10 laps to go. Some of these guys better make their way back up there in a hurry if they want to get challenged for the 500. Like we said, this is the CTS. Like we said, Cup physics on the plate track here at Daytona is not as good as CTS physics. It seems like in the 500. So, and now you got Batson, Collard, and Matthews up on the high side now. Phil Parker, Alex Miller, Adam Flickinger in the 23 car. He's up there. Rob Evans, Marcus Sachi, and Zach Winkle. 9 laps to go. In the meantime, two Kentucky boys here, Dylan Poteet and Joshua Osborne, trying to hook their way up to the field, but Osborne ditched that effort. But Osborne ditched that here as he tried to move to the high side, trying to get a sniff off Batson's draft. And that didn't work, and now Osborne drifts way high on the track. Eight laps to go. Phil Parker looking for his first 500 win. Adam Flickinger in his first 500 start, as is Alex Miller and Marcus Sachi, both of them in their first all three of them in their first 500 starts, trying to get their first 500 win, and along with Julius Anderson in 16. So you got 4 rookies up there in this lead pack. Seven laps to go. Chevrolet in first, being followed by 4 Fords, but here comes Flickinger to the low side. He'll take the lead through turns 1 and 2. Rob Evans right behind him, as well as Marcus Sachi and Keith Batson. In the third turn now, Rob Evans, car number 12. He's up there looking for the lead now. Parker's dropped to third spot now. "24 laps in the book, 6 to go. 6 to go. Here comes Batson to the low side looking for the lead. Or looking for third spot, excuse me. In the meantime, we got some new players up there. Chris Dollerton's up there, as well as William Brock and Matt Haas. They're all following Osborne. In the meantime, 71 of Alex Miller, he kind of broke that draft up a little bit. Off the fourth turn they come. Here comes Parker and Batson to the low side. 5 laps to go. Flickinger as the lead at the moment here. Batson trying to find which way to go here. Phil Parker the same way. And meantime, 97 car of Zach Winkle, he moves up the high side, trying to help Rob Evans, and that's going to let Miller that's going to let Alex Miller try to find his way low on the track, and that didn't work. And as Evans stood the block on him. 4 to go. Batson to the high side. Parker to the low side takes second place. And here comes Phil Parker to the low side for the lead. And he's got it. Phil Parker has the lead in the 500 for the moment. Alex Miller looks slow on the track. He gets into it, asks a 97, and 97 car has the pit. Oh no! Are they going to have pit stops in the last 3 laps? Yeah, Winkle's in 65 miles an hour down pit road. That's a killer here. And his chances for the 500 is probably ended right there. Adam Flickinger out in front. Here comes number 12, Rob Evans to the low side, and he's got the lead. Off the 4th turn, and oh yeah, no, they're all gonna pit. All the cars are pitting. Hartnett's in. James Henry's in. Shelton's in. Sanford. Parker's in. Oh my goodness. Rob Evans has the lead. What's going to happen coming to the white flag? Who's going to pit this time? Rob Evans, number 12, out in front as they come off turn number 4. It'll be the white flag, this time by 1 lap to go. None of these cars in that pack's going to pit. White flag is out, 1 to go. Here comes Adam Flickinger to the low side, number 23. He's got the low side of the track here. Batson trying to hook up. Off turn number 2 they come. Emmanuel Hartnett up ahead where they're trying to build up speed here. Flickinger to the high side. Evans to the low side of the track here. Here comes Keith Batson to the low side of Flickinger for second place. They come off turn number 4. And it appears they're not going to catch Rob Evans at the start-finish line. They come. Rob Evans wins the season 23 Daytona 500 at Daytona. Well, in a bizarre turn of events that saw everybody pit within about the last 3 laps of this race, Rob Evans takes the win in the Daytona 500. Something tells me I'm never going to use this mod. Something tells me I'm not using this mod again in seasons to come. But anyway, anyway, that's the first Daytona 500 win for the Mobile One team, number 12. As Rob Evans takes it all here today. Adam Flickinger second. Third, we'll go to Alex Miller. Fourth to Keith Batson. Fifth to William Brock. Sixth to Matt Haas. Seventh to Jordan Lopez. Eighth, Nathan Hudson. Ninth, Chris Dollerton. And 10th to Nathan Ormond. And several cars apparently have retired there from this race. I don't know what happened, but anyway. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Ryan Balmer finishes 11th. 12th, Jesse Turner. 13th, Kyle Matthews. 14th, Kev Shearer. 15th, Sky Cummins. Mitchell Collins 16th. Dylan Poteet 17th. Seth Cole 18th. Casey Nanico 19th. And Cole Deaver 20th. And Henry Sanford, Johnny Gardner, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Young, Shane Lake, Brandon Parker, Kat Batson, and Joshua Collard 28th. Then the rest of the order here, Phil Parker, Joshua Osborne, Zach Winkle, Marcus Sachi, Julius Anderson, Jay Jefferson, Mike Becker, Jessica Shelton 36th, Paul Minnick, James Henry, Emmanuel Harnett, and Charles Sanford was the last finisher in this race. So a bizarre Daytona 500 without question in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for sure, but a big win for pretty much one of the biggest wins ever for Rob Evans as he gets his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory, and it comes in the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Tremendous race that was, I should say here. Holding off two rookies in Adam Flickinger and Alex Miller, and not to mention two of the veterans also with Keith Batson and William Brock. So good start for those guys this season here. And I'm sure a lot of them will be happy to head out of Daytona and head into the next race on the tour at Rockingham, North Carolina for the running of the GM Goodrich Summers 400. That's race number 2 on the tour. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inter-races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for this channel. And be sure to check out our other series, including the Duracell Cup Series, which will be a season 2 coming up sometime later on, as well as our other series, including Michael Norman's Boas or All Pro Series, and to keep up on the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. Be sure to subscribe to Thrash Maniac 99 to keep up on that series as well. Here, so that will do it here today at Daytona National Speedway. Congratulations again to Rob Evans, the season 23 Daytona 500 champion. For now, this is James Coles with the production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you at Rockingham.